Have you ever tried reading multiple books at the same time, telling yourself, "Oh, you're gonna be so productive, you're gonna finish more book this year," and only to find out that it doesn't really work? Well, me too. Welcome to the club. My name is the Nomad Reader, and I read book in order to better understand the world. And yeah, today I'm gonna be explaining you a bit like what my experience was with reading multiple book and some tips on how to handle that. So I think quite often like we read multiple books for the reason that I just said because we want to get get through more book faster. But I think it's important to ask yourself why do you want to read book? You know, there are some books that are easier than others, and especially for non-fiction book, I think sometimes it's important to I will just say like take your time, take notes in order to really like digest the information. So these past weeks, months, I've been reading like multiple book at the same time, and I realized that like there are certain combination that are better than others, and like the first I guess like tip, the first combination would be is to read one complex book, you know, because sometimes like I think that in terms of nonfiction, sometimes like there are some really complex book, and sometimes like there are some that are not. But I think you can allow like a complex book, you know, like it will be like the most complicated. If it's not the case, then it's fine. And to pair it with a simpler book. Okay, so it has really to be more simple than the previous one. Okay, the other tip would be to read a previous book. So reread a previous book that you already read, probably like took some notes on it, and so like you already have like an understanding, and read at the same time another book, okay, like a new book, right? So in both of these tips, like you'll see like it's only two book, right? I think that personally it's much better if you read like a maximum of two book if you want to switch book from time to time, because sometimes when you read uh, at least for me, like you get tired, you want something new, something different, just take a break, right? So I think that reading two book max at the same time, I think it's a good combination. I think that if you go above that, then at some point like you one of the book will be neglected unless like you're really strict and like you have like a certain schedule, like okay, I'm gonna read like these three books or more, 5 page a day for each of them. But I feel that like if you go in that direction, uh, you don't like take the time and enough of the time to really absorb the information. So two book, okay, and yeah, that's how I would say like it's the best way to handle multiple books, right? So that was yeah, I guess like my experience, my tips on that. And I'd like to know. Tell me, like, do you have any experience with that? Like, how many books like can you read at the same time successfully? How what are the tips would you like to share? You know, I'm really interested in hearing about how other people read their books. So yeah, comment to the comment section. And if you are wondering if you should reread books or not, I have a video right there for you to watch. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time.